Welcome back to Shem's Universe. So today, guys, we're going to go over the number that decides on one's career. So in numerology, we can all agree that there's numbers in your chart for different things. You have a life path number that tells you about your destiny, what you're here to learn. You have a personality number that tells you about your aura. Soul number tells you about your passions. You have a birth number that tells you about your mindset. But the important one when it comes to a career that people often overlook, is the expression number. Your expression number is very, very important when you're evaluating what type of career you should undertake. This is for anybody, whether you're in a career right now, you're middle-aged, you're young, you're old, I don't care. This video applies to everybody right now. If you actually want to know what career suits you best, I obviously do have the career reading, but to get you halfway through that, all you have to look at is your expression number. Now, your expression number is the number of it's the name that you were born with, meaning the name on your birth certificate. If there was a correction, meaning there was a spelling error and it's on your birth certificate, you got to use that. Use the name with the spelling error. If your name changed 1 week after you were born, use the name of the second you were born. Not the name the day after, not the name the week after, the month after, the year after. Even my name changed 5 years after I was born, okay? So I'm telling you, use the name of when you were born to get precision with what I'm telling you. Once you understand what your expression number is, there should be a couple of things you need to look at with that expression number. The first thing you're looking at is it a karmic debt? 13, 14, 16, or 19? If it is, I got a couple extra glitches for you guys at the end. If it's a master number, a couple extra glitches at the end. If it's another double-digit number, you still have to take it into consideration what those 2 digits are, because every single number has a different definition. For instance, somebody that's like an expression number 15/6 and 24/6 is 2 completely different things. Today, I'm going to go over the universal definitions of 1 through 9, the karmic debts and the master numbers of what careers you should do. But if you actually want to know your specific double digit, I'll calculate it for you. It's going to be $17 if you guys need me to calculate your expression number and then tell you the definition of what career you should do. Send me $17. I'll take it via PayPal or crypto, or I have Stripe that I can send you a link for as well, and I'll do the calculation for you. It's not a problem. But this is more so about you guys being able to do it for yourself. Like, I'll take the money, but I'm literally telling you guys how to do it yourself. You can go on Google and use the calculators and you'll be just fine. But if you need my opinion on like what kind of career, which I know online doesn't really tell you, which is annoying, that's where I guess we're all coming. I can definitely help you out with that. So to begin, if you're an expression number 1, for instance, an expression number 1 individual is definitely somebody who's meant for entrepreneurship, no matter if they're a 10, 28, 19, 37, 46, whatever. If you're an expression number 1, you are most definitely meant for entrepreneurship. If you're in a corporate situation, you're somebody who needs to be the manager, regional manager, CEO, executive, whatever. You got to be calling the shots. The only exception where I can see a 1 employed any at all is where they're being paid for a very specific skill. Like if they're like a police officer, if they're, even that is like for ones, authority figures are hard for you guys. But I would say like if you're like an electrician, you have your own, even then you'd have your own company. Like it's so sticky for ones for me. I can't even think of a situation where you guys would be employed and be happy. So I'm not going to try to. Only salespeople, where you're paid by commission. Even that I've seen ones where after a while they get annoyed. So that's the only position for that. For number 2 individuals do very well. Whether you're born the, I have to incorporate master numbers here, I guess, because like, yeah, most of the 2s are going to be master numbers for expression. You could be born as an expression number 20, which is, I guess, like a semi 11 anyways, 29 and 11, whatever. Like nobody's really born as like an expression number 2 unless you're born in like one of these Eastern countries where you have like 2 letters to your name, and that would be it. But aside from that, you're probably going to be an 11. That means you're very charismatic. You can work in occupations in which you guys help people, heal people. So things like counselors, psychiatrists, doctors, medical professionals of all sorts, and then government officials that do reform is very good for you guys. You guys are very charismatic as well. So social media and being politicians like Barack Obama is also very good. Number 3, it's the entertainer for sure. Number 3 is always the entertainer. We know that. Number 3 is creative, playful. So if you're if you're a name number like 12, 21, 30, They're all different definitions with what kind of jobs you can do. I'm not going to lie to you, because it's the different numbers that make up the 3 that matter a lot. But the bottom line of it, just for your basic understanding, is that you would be in a creative situation. You should be social media, you should be in Hollywood, Bollywood, whatever you want to do. You guys got to go on and be in show business. You guys got to do music. You guys got to do something that is going to be in front of a crowd. That's where you guys shine the most. Or a sales occupation or politics can also do you guys just fine as well. But you guys do it for different reasons. Whereas like a number 2 would do it to make a change that they deeply care about. A number 3 will do it just for the popularity. It's just that simple. You guys are good spokespeople, so people will listen to you. One sec, coffee. Okay, number 4. Number 4, and I'm going to cover 22 here as well. I'll differentiate what the difference is. So 4s, 13s, 31s, 40, whatever, 49s. You guys, if your expression number is one of these double digits, it's interesting because you guys are very, very good in administrative work and in legal work, like the legal framework, like working in court services, police services, army, HR, if you're in a company, like I said, bookkeeping, accountants. You guys are what makes companies and armies stick together. You guys are the fabric behind it. You're the foundation of it, the square, right? You guys are really the foundation of things. When you look at like the 22 is a more of a master builder or archetype in that sense, where they are about the 4, but they're on steroids. They can inspire people. They have the leadership capability that some 4s don't have, unfortunately. And they in turn can be like army generals, admirals. They could be police lieutenants. They could be entrepreneurs as well, very easily. They could be directors, producers. It just all depends on where the 22's interests are, but they usually make things larger than life. And when you have an expression number 22, it's considered to be one of the most powerful numbers. I have some secrets about that one as well that I won't share. If you're an expression number 22 and you need to know it, link me. All the master numbers, link me. Send me 17 bones and I'll give you guys the real sauce on your master numbers. But don't mean to gatekeep, but for this stuff, I have to know what your life path is as well, and I can tell you some very specific things that you should do to make a lot of money. Next, we have the number 5. Number 5 is nice and easy. It's the entertainer. That's me. I have the 14 over 5, so I got to work extra hard. I got to be consistent. I got to stay away from vices. We know the drill. But for people that are born like, not born, I keep saying born, but for people that have the name number like 14, 23, 32, 41, 50, very smart individuals, very fast paced. I know it's me myself. I need fast money. I need things fast. Like I don't like slow stuff whatsoever. So for guys like us, what we got to do is you got to figure out a career where in which you're not really paid salary, but you're paid by your skill set, or you're paid in large quantities. And I don't mean like everybody wants to be rich, but what I mean is like, we need that sort of unconventional career to be satiated or like, just satisfied, to be quite honest. Like without that, we're going to get overly bored and we're just going to find that we're stagnant with whatever it is we're doing. So 5s can do very well in things like crypto, sport betting, Forex, stock trading, bonds, what have you. It keeps going, right? But it's usually high risk professions for 5s, or tabooish professions, which I won't get into too much, that do very, very well. For the females at 5, also consider modeling. You guys can do amazing at that, even as a name number 5. Number 6 is very, very interesting too. So people not born, I keep saying it. Name number 15, 24, 33, so do that separately. 42, 51, very special one. If you're a 51, definitely hit me up as well. That's definitely a special one as well. I'll cover it a bit right now though. If you're somebody who's a 15 or a 24 or a 42, you can do careers where in which you have like a business of sorts, especially as a 15. If you're 42, you can work for people and do quite well, but you can work in like the medical field or the legal field or the real estate field and do very good. If you're a 51, you definitely want to have your own business, or you want to get into like movies, entertainment more so, because that 5 and 1 energy. The 15 is the same sort of thing. That 5 and 1 energy gives you either like the business sense or the entertainment industry is what works best. For my 33s, you guys are the wealthiest versions of the 6 name numbers, and there's a specific reason for that. You definitely want to go for attention to get your money. The more attention you can garner, the more money you're going to make. If you need more explanation on that, hit me up. I got you. Next, we have the number 7. Number 7 as a name number is interesting. It's very mysterious. People that have 7, whether you're a 16, 25, 34, 43, 52, what you're going to be looking at more so as an expression number 7 is something that's going to be not necessarily about money, but it's more so about mastery. You guys usually get paid for a skill set. You find 7s like, oh, that guy's the best engineer out, so he's like $150 an hour. He's the best crane operator, so yeah, we have to give him $500 just to work for an hour. It's stuff like that 7s do. Or they're philosophers, or they're mathematicians, or they're scientists, or they're surgeons, or chiropractors, or joint specialists, right? But if you're a 7, you have to have some sort of peculiar interest, and you want to use that interest to become a specialist. You want to bridge what your interests are, become a specialist in that field, and you'll be compensated for your specialty, if that makes sense. For number 8 is very similar to 1. It's like 1's cousin, I'd say. So people that are like name number 17, name number 26, very different than the 17. 35 is very different. 44, 53, like all of these are quite different than each other. So if you're in name number 8, again, I don't mean to do this to you guys, but for this one, if you need your specific definition for your individual compound number, just hit me up, guys, no matter what number you are. If you have $17 extra, I'll give you a full comprehensive answer with your birthday and with your name of what you should be doing for a career to make the most money. But speaking in line directly with the 17 or the 26 to start off, 17's entrepreneurship for sure. You'll get famous as well if you guys get into anything like social media or movies. Very famous individuals, easy. 26 is definitely musically inclined or some sort of medical field. You guys can do quite well because the 2 and the 6 there. Interpersonal dynamics is by far your route. 35, entertainment again. 44, it can be entertainment. Very viral because that double Rahu energy is a bit of demonic energy to that as well. It's a master number that doesn't get talked about. If you're a 44, definitely hit me up. That's like Michael Jackson's numbers, very big clue. And then we got the 53/8, which is also very good, but it's like the same as the 35 essentially, except a little bit better at business. We have the number 9 to finish off, excuse me. I'm about to say start off. To finish off with the number 9, they're a little bit different, but 9s typically can do well in ideological fields where they teach people or they travel a lot for their career. A lot of people don't hear that about 9. So if you're a name number 9, you're like, yo, I'm completely confused. Doing things like that have to do with like martial arts, weaponry, things that give back to society, like charitable organizations, medical professions, work very, very well for you guys. But it's more so about giving to the world, either through destruction or peace. It's the dichotomy of the 9. And a lot of people, it's never discussed online. I don't see any numerologists talking about it whatsoever. No diss to them, but they don't talk about this stuff because you have to know ancient numerology to actually know what I'm talking about. So to go more specific, if you're an 18/9, you'll get rich through weaponry and through whatever is negative in your immediate environment. If you're a 27, through spirituality and healing. If you're a 36, through business and entrepreneurship. If you're a 45, through stock trading and high-risk professions like real estate or demolition projects. And then it keeps going. All right, so that does finalize my video, guys. Knowing your expression number and the compound meaning of it and how it associates with your life path is how you actually have good luck with your career. It's why I do crypto and YouTube. I've had good luck ever since. When I had a job, I never made any money. Like, I made money, but I could never retain it because I'm an 8. So I was like, why is my money always going away? Using the 5, I was able to then incorporate, okay, well, I have to make money via large lump sums, but also I need to get paid daily. How do I do that? I went on to do crypto. I did day trading, what's called scalping, and I also did investing in crypto as well. That actually brought me a lot of good returns, especially since 2020. If you're in that field, you know what it is already. If you invested any coin since 2020, you'd be up right now. So yeah, understand what sort of position you're in, understand your terrain, and you'll be able to dominate it. But first you have to understand it so you can then adapt and then win. So that does conclude my video for today, guys. If you have any questions, like I said, you know where to hit me up, the comment section, or it'd be better my email, shemsuniverse@hotmail.com, or shemsuniverse8.0 on Instagram, and I can get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for your time today. I'll be back again tomorrow. Peace.